Hey, it's me, Saul. So, today I've got a half informative, half gambling addiction video for you today. I'm summoning, drawing, pulling for this card, the card I'm going to put on the screen because I forgot its name just now. And before I do that, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the card and why I think it's so important as it relates to one of my favorite cards, Starliege Paladynamo. I recently got Starliege Paladynamo and I've been using it in the Tellarknights deck, and so as a result of that, I've decided to bring up the power of my Tellarknights. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why I've decided to use Starliege in this deck and why I think it fits so well into this archetype more so than any others, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about this card, and then we're gonna gamble, and you're going to watch me suffer. All right, bye. So we're gathered here today for a specific purpose. There's a mission. All right, there's a mission that I'm here to achieve with you today. I love Starliege. Oh, ooh, wait, hold on. Presents. Ooh, nice. Thank you. Right, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by myself, I love Starliege Paladynamo. I ended up spending I think about 40 pounds in total just to get this card. Yes, following up from that Kakaguri video that I did, I ended up getting Starliege Paladynamo. They added another sale to the selection box. They half price, so wherever you were, the price got halved, I think, or at least that's what it looked like. So it made a lot more sense to go in for Paladynamo, so I bit the bullet. I went into the box. I didn't get the card, so I went into it again. I did a 10 pack, I think, which means the total comes up to like 40 or 45 that I spent just to get this card, only to find out that it's useless. It's not useless. Don't get me wrong. This card is beautiful just the way it is. I love you, right? But effectively it's useless, and let me explain. Now you're looking at my Starlight deck, my Tellarknights, right? And that's because they're light monsters. Starliege requires 2 level 4 light monsters in order to use its effect, or just to be summoned onto the field. Now, why I liked the idea of Starliege Paladynamo initially is because for some reason, I just love light level 4 warrior monsters. My Bujin deck, my favorite archetype in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! All light monsters, all level 4, perfect. My, this is the wrong deck that I've just clicked on, I'm sorry. My Noble Knights, all light level 4s for the most part anyway, even though they changed their types. These guys can make Paladynamo if they need to, and I added Paladynamo in, and after about a day or two of dueling, what I realized, there was not a single instance. I played a bunch with the Bujins, I played a bunch with Noble Knights. There was not a single instance in which it made sense to summon Paladynamo, like not once. The reason being, these decks do what they do and they do it well. In the case of Noble Knights, right? In order to make Paladynamo, you would have to sacrifice 2 level 4 light monsters. Now this deck is so strong that you would be hard pressed to convince me that it would be more meaningful to create Paladynamo than it would be to create the other rank 4 Xyzs that the deck has access to, like Custonin, right? King Custonin is an amazing card. You get to just bounce 2 cards back to the hand, and then on top of that, if it gets destroyed, it floats into another one of your monsters, which can float into another one of your monsters, and also gets your equip spells moving around in the graveyard and everything. It works so well with the deck. And so while Paladynamo is an amazing card, this deck doesn't need it. The only instance, and I've tried to force it, where like if you're already winning, it can help you to win more, but it's not the main character. And I didn't spend 40 pounds for you to come and not be the main character, right? So I found that I want to use the card. I want to use the card. I want to enjoy the card. In the case of the Bujins, they're not as strong as the Noble Knights, but they have a very specific course of action. They have a very specific plan, and there's one. There are a lot of strategies that you can use, and there's one in particular where Paladynamo can shine. So in my Bujin deck, what I do is I use Ties of the Brethren to get 3 Bujins on the field. Then I shuffle them around, graveyard, all that kind of stuff. Get a Fox in the grave to make sure I don't get destroyed that turn because I just lost half my life points. And then here's how Paladynamo would work with that play. If and only if not a single one of the 3 monsters that you summon gets destroyed on that turn, that means you have 3 monsters on the field, you can go into Bujente Susano, and if your opponent has no back row that you need to be worried about and they have a monster on the field or something like that, then you can normal summon a monster, which means you also have to have a monster in your hand to normal summon to make up for the fact that you only have you know, you already just XYZ summoned, so you normal summon a monster from your hand, and then you can create Paladynamo. Now the catch is, you also have to already have a Crane in your hand, or you have to use Susanoo's effect to get a Crane to your hand, which means you need a Crane in your hand for this plan to work, because Paladynamo can reduce your opponent's attack to 0, Bujin Susanoo can crash into an enemy and deal 4,800 damage if you use the Crane to double its attack. Which means with that play you can OTK, but it is so situationally specific, and from what I found, that doesn't come up that often, 1, and 2, there's just a lot of other things that the deck could do instead, you know? Like, there's just a lot of different alternatives that you have with the deck. So it's good to have, but it doesn't need it. It's more of an accessory than a tool. Enter Tellarknights. Now, with all of that long-winded explanation, you would think that this video is about Starliege Paladynamo, and in a way it is, and let me explain. This deck is a deck that I built accidentally. This deck came out in the same box that had the Bujins in it, and I wanted 3 copies of all of the Bujin Xyz monsters, and in the process, I accidentally got 3 copies of all of the core cards in this deck, except for Tellarknights Alpha, or whatever, however you say it, right? So I just kind of rolled with it, and I ended up finding out that I really like this deck because it's effectively just a cycling deck. You recycle your resources. It's really good. However, it doesn't really have its own Xyz monsters that it goes into. It's great for Xyz summoning because you can spam monsters onto the field, get a bunch of things on the board, but it has factors that limit it. For instance, when you use Skybridge, you can only summon Tellarknight monsters. When you use Altair, only Tellarknight monsters can attack on this turn. So what I did was, using the existing Xyz monsters, I created kind of a toolkit, right? Because in this deck, Paladynamo shines, bro, because he's one of the best options that you have for attack, but it's more reactive than proactive, right? So let's say I go turn 1. I would rather make something along the lines of an Omega. That way they can't get me with spells and traps. And then if they have a monster on the field on my next turn, then go into Paladynamo, which is how I get into it is relatively easy because you'll almost always have a monster on the field that you can get out, right? Go into Paladynamo, reduce their attack to 0, and then go in and do some crazy damage. It's not always lethal, but it's great. I use Deltaros in the deck, but I also use Ouroboros, and I also use Thunderspark Dragon. The reason being, Deltaros is great because you can pop one and it floats and it works excellently within the deck. But what I found is there are sometimes situations where it would be more useful to not have all of that floating, but then get to destroy every other monster on the field. Let's say you need to pop 3 copies of Blue Eyes that are on the field instead of just 1 with your Deltaros. Or let's say you need to shuffle something, return something back to the hand, something that can't be destroyed. Well, Ouroboros will work better than Deltaros. So I use, this is a toolkit kind of deck, and these are all of the tools at my disposal, and I love the variety. So I wanted to power this deck up. Enter the focus of the video. We finally got there, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, the focus of this video is this card. Dark Tellarknight Battalimus. This boy here, right? You has the effect where you can what this card lets you do is discard a card and you can make Deltaros for 2 monsters instead of 3 effectively. It's great because when you use Altair's effect, or when you use Skybridge's effect, you can only summon Tellarknight monsters, which means if you only have 2 monsters on the field, you're stuck because you can't go into any of your other Xyzs and you don't have enough for Deltaros. Well, with this card, you would. So it would be, in my opinion, the second most powerful tool in the deck. The most powerful tools in the deck are Paladynamo, this, and Deltaros, I would say. Everything else is more situational. Very powerful, but situational. I'm going to be taking out my Diamond Direwolf because I don't need it at this point. Deltaros can pop, and you have all of these other effects that will do just as well. It's more useful in a deck like the Bujins, where, like, let's say the graveyard gets locked down, you need Diamond Direwolf, but this deck doesn't need him as much. So in order to make this deck stronger, in order to make my deck more consistent, in order to make it more powerful, we're going after this card in the box that it's in. We finally got there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna put a time code for anyone who just wants to see the gambling, but I'm pretty sure that there's a sale going on in his box, her box, their box. Oh, wrong button. There's a sale going on in the box, and I'm gonna get it. I'm going to get this card. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna take this one by one. I'm excited, I'm hyped. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Give me what I need, please. No, not that. Something else. Something better. Okay, that's cool. I probably have enough cards for a Heraldic deck by now, but I'm never going to build one is the crazy thing. Who are you? No. Oh, was this a mistake? No. This is big, right? When it does this, this is probably it. This is probably the card that I'm here for, isn't it? It's you.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Depression. Okay. Wait, why did it shine like that if it wasn't anything special? Bro! Okay, no, it's fine, it's fine. I shouldn't have used face cam for this because all you're going to see on my face is a look of depression. Okay? Who are you? None of these cards are an XYZ monster. I'm going to have to go into this pack again. Kite, don't look at me like that. Don't give me hope. Don't give me hope just to spit in my face. How dare you, sir? What? Okay, so that was an ultra rare, but it's not the ultra rare that I needed. God damn it. Am I gonna get, I have to go into the box again. I don't need digital bugs, bro. I'm gonna make a digital bug video. I have to make a digital bugs video now. I have to. I don't have a choice. What are those choices? No. Ooh, okay, the last time this happened, that's a black card in the back. The last time you looked at me, it was an ultra rare card. Kite, I swear, I'm not looking. Is it good? Is it good? Am I blessed?
Nope.
Are we happy? No! This is why I'm depressed. Okay, let's go. It's okay. We'll go again because I think as a result of the sale, it's just $5.99 for the next box. And I don't mind having another King Custonin, I guess, maybe. I certainly didn't need another King Custonin and a third one of that. That's crazy. I'm doing it. I don't have a choice. I have to do it again. I don't, it's for the content. Okay, bro, I literally cannot afford for you to not be in this box, okay? If it's the first card that I get, I'm going to kill someone. It's not the first card that I got. It's not the first card that I got.
Hi, how are you?
That's kind of cool. I have no intention of building Star Serifs, but it's interesting, I guess. I literally just want one copy of Batalamus. Literally just the one. I'll be happy. I'll be content. I'll never bother you again, sir. I'll never come. Okay, no. Constellars I also want to build a deck of for a different video, for a different purpose. But okay. So far we're on good terms. We're amiable, amicable, whatever the word is. I'm okay with you right now. But we're getting further and further into the packs. We're almost halfway there, and you haven't presented me with meaningful income, and that needs to change. You can't keep doing this to me, Konami. Our relationship is abusive at this point, and it's not in this either, bro.
Gotcha, bitch.
Why would you give me high five the sky, bro? It's fine. There's still 6 packs. There's 6 whole packs left to open. There's no way that I don't get this card at this point, right? Okay, digital bugs, that's fine. God, I know you're there and I know you hear me. Please. No way. It's okay. It's not this one. It's not. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Am I gonna cry? I think I'm gonna cry, bro. Oh my. Who are you? That was absolutely disgusting. I can't spend money on that again. I can't do that to myself and my family. You have to think of the kids. This is why people commit murder. This is what turns people. This is what I bet. It's just hard to not be respected. Why would you give me basically every ultra rare but the one I actually want, bro? Hi friends, it's me, Saul. So that got that was an interesting and painful altogether experience we just had together. I'm not doing this. I can't do this, can I? can't. No, I have to pay rent, yo. No, we're not. I'll use gems. I thought for sure in that amount I would find favor with the heavens or something along those lines, but apparently I'm just not. That's crazy. It's crazy how you find these things out on a day-to-day basis. Anyway, I guess I'll try and get the card with gems, and happiness is a lie and your dreams are garbage. Goodbye, kids.